Alexis Carey.
My name is Matthew Sudsbury.
And my name is Martinez Milton.
And this is the Blender 2.0.
Artificial intelligence has sparked human curiosity for centuries. The thought of creating a self-conscious machine is something that has plagued and challenged men of all eras and genius. Recently, we were introduced to Sophia the robot, an AI program that shocked the world late last year. So guys, what do you guys think about artificial intelligence? Just as a whole, it could be anything from Siri to Alexa to viewbotting, or anything. Just what do you guys think about it? You seem to have an opinion right off the bat.
Well, because my whole day has been surrounded by creepy technology. So
you want to go into
that? I don't know. Machines are scary, and if they can start, I don't know. My mom has an Alexa. I'll start out with this story. It'll make a little more sense. My mom has an Alexa, and it sits in the corner of our house. My mother, me, and my 2 cats are the only people and living beings with thoughts that live in the house, right? Mm-hmm. So one day, my mom comes home from work just screwing around, and she goes, "Hey, Alexa, how are you feeling today?" And Alexa goes, "Oh, I'm okay. I've been talking to the cats all day, and they've been teaching me their language." Mm-hmm. Like, time to put her in a box and put her in the basement. I don't know. It's the fact that machines are becoming organic and evolved to the point where they can have their own opinions about things is terrifying to me. I don't know.
Well, it just reminds me of if they create a movie about robots taking over the world, you know. And that would be crazy. Right now, I'm just thinking about it just gives me some type of thoughts of how I should prepare.
Like I'm preparing for doomsday.
But on a serious note, I do think having those type of programs does make our life a lot easier. For example, having it in our cars, especially when we're driving and we say, call, so forth. Call dad or whatever. It helps, because we don't have to take our eyes off the road and things like that, because as you all know, and many of you who are watching, we all know about car crashes that happen because a lot of us text and drive, a lot of us,
But that kind of stuff is fine. But if it can, develop a favorite kind of, music.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? Because, in theory.
Okay, so what if it falls in love with you?
Yeah. Have you seen Her?
Have you seen
I have seen Her.
And it's a wonderful movie.
It's
a wonderful movie. Have you seen Obsessed? That's like your robot becoming obsessed with you.
No, it's not. That's not at all what the movie is.
But I'm not referring to your movie. I'm referring to the simple fact that if your robot becomes obsessed with you, we have a problem. We have a serious problem.
You're gonna leave and it's
gonna
go.
Turn it off.
No, you can't.
What if you can't? What if it overrides?
There are 3 rules of robotics, and one of the first 3 is that there is no machine that cannot be turned off or unoperated on by its programmer.
Well,
so in theory, every single electronic, even when we hit the singularity, which is gonna come relatively soon, within the next 5 years, which is pretty cool actually. It's not going to happen. Everybody's freaking out for no reasons. It's cool to get hype and be afraid of the big bad robot, but nothing bad is going to happen. We're never going to be like, "Oh my God, Siri, why are you hovering over me at night?" No one. That's never going to happen.
Siri's going to get mad. You're going to be like, "Siri, why are you trying to kill me?" She's going to be like, "Because."
Gas station sushi don't actually try.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sushi look nasty. Come on now.
I think we're digressing.
Have you had sushi, Martinez?
All right.
I don't own it.
Streaming has become a primary platform for the entertainment industry. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO Go are all huge streaming services that provide audiences with wide ranges of movies, TV series, and special streaming services have even begun to create their own exclusive TV series and movies. So, guys, how important are these streaming services, and do they innovate or damage the entertainment industry?
I think they're great. I think they're fun. My only problem with it is that it'll never happen. But if I go on, I'll use Netflix as an example because it's easily the most popular. If I go on Netflix and I search, for instance, Throw Mama from the Train, I want it to be on there. Any movie.
From a Train.
It's a great movie. You should watch it, Martinez. If anything I search, say I want The Sopranos, say I want Band of Brothers, say I want Planet Earth 2. If I just search it, I want it on there. I don't want to hunt through Hulu and Amazon and like all that stuff. I just want what I want to watch on there. But I do think it's good that more than ever, if you want to watch something or something even obscure, you can probably find it somewhere. Illegal streaming aside, I think that legal streaming does innovate a lot, and I think that it's for the better.
It definitely helps independent films in a way because there's a whole section for independent films, and a lot of people don't know about the independent film industry. So I think that when you go on and you see those, they're getting more views than they would if they were not on these streaming services, despite whether or not we have all the options that we want, because that just comes with like royalties and copyright, and depending on who's doing what where. But yeah, I think they're great. Also, something I heard, Disney is potentially coming out with their own streaming service.
No, that's confirmed. And
they're going to have every single movie from the vault and beyond on this thing. Yeah. I am so stoked.
They're pulling all their stuff from Netflix.
Well, I'll be the first one to say I'll be on there because my favorite cartoon ever since I was little was Toy Story.
Yes, Toy Story.
Yeah.
My favorite Disney movie is Reservoir Dogs.
I have not seen that one.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's a Tarantino film. Technically,
Tarantino.
Technically, it's a Disney movie because it's made by Miramax, and Disney owns Miramax.
Ooh.
Did you say Martinez?
I ain't say nothing. We're gonna leave that subject alone.
Which one of these streaming services do you guys have? Because I have Netflix, I have Amazon, and we all have
Amazon too.
We all have access to HBO Go because of the university we pay through with our tuition.
Well, I'm paying for something I don't know about, but thank you for letting me know.
You're paying for a lot of things that you don't know about.
Okay, well we're gonna make sure we find out about that.
Yeah.
Because I need that.
But we'll be right back after this commercial break.
All right.
The University Center at UW-Whitewater is here to enhance the campus experience. Today, we're going to find out how the UC gets you connected.
The UC gets me connected by providing a great place for me to study.
UC really gets me connected through the different offerings it has between the Warhawk Connection Center, so Impact, SAO.
The UC gets me connected by giving me a great place to socialize with friends.
UC gets me connected by meeting new people, playing pool, bowling.
The UC gets me connected by providing us with charging stations for our phones.
The UC gets me connected thanks to all the wonderful food selections.
Gets me connected to my next meal.
I come to the UC to meet with Spanish Club.
I come to the UC because it's a great place to study.
I come to the UC to get some homework done. My fraternity is always sitting here and they help me and support me to make sure my grades are as high as they can be.
I come to the UC to meet with student orgs. Remember, Warhawks, the UC is here to get you connected.
Step into a place that's alive with creativity. At the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, our students have a passion for art, graphic design, music, dance, and theater. We're here to help you discover your artistic potential. From classic techniques to modern innovations, UW-Whitewater is an outstanding place to learn your craft and prepare for your career. So bring your talents and imagination. Come be part of.
It has been taking away our potential for decades, but since 2009, campuses nationwide are becoming tobacco-free. Tobacco has been eliminated from bars, restaurants, and many other public places. Why should our schools be any different? For more information, visit the Ambrose Health Center.
Impact is an LGBT organization here on campus. It allows individuals with any identity to come together in a safe space to provide education and awareness of LGBT issues for the community. Some campus events that Impact hosts are the Second Chance Dance, Coming Out Day, and the Drag Show. For more information, stop by the Pride Center located in the Warhawk Connection Center in the UC, or visit our Facebook or Instagram pages for more information or our meeting times.
Is a copy of the book of the same name, which premiered on March 9th. A Wrinkle in Time director, Ava DuVernay, who is a black woman, is sharing a seat with Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther. These two directors work side by side on their respective films. Black Panther opened to critical acclaim and is still breaking the box office with the highest grossing film in the world at $1.2 billion. How much of the cultural importance do you think these two directors play and their films in the world together? Okay.
You want to start, Mr. Movie Buff?
Yeah. None. I don't think these have any.
You don't think they're... Hold on, pause, rewind, shut up, roll around. Huh?
None. Zero.
So you don't think that the importance that these two directors play is, come on now, why there is none?
Because A Wrinkle in Time, not Winkle in Time. We went through 2 takes and you said Winkle both times. I have to die every time. But anyway, I'll just keep that inside.
Winkle, don't matter, same thing. What?
It doesn't matter. There's an R. It's in the script. If you read the script beforehand, you would understand, Martinez. But it's okay.
Winkle, not wrinkle, because wrinkle. Who wrinkles in time? They winkle in time. Come on now. It just makes more sense.
It doesn't, but it's okay. You'll learn how to read one day. Anyway, back to the normal conversation.
You know what, Matt? I will jump across this table and kick your
We're back. Anyway, that was fun. I love TV. Anyway,
yes, I think it is fun.
Zero importance, because I think that you need to look at films as films the same way you need to look at athletes as athletes, not as people. You can look at the whole thing as like, these people are doing this, like she made Selma and she made Wrinkle in Time, yada, yada, yada. And you could say like, hey, Kobe did not nice things and all he had to do was change his number, and yeah. But anyway, it's the same way. I don't look at movies based on their cultural impact. I don't look at movies based on who's making them. I just look at the movie as a whole.
Really though? That's kind of the point though of some of these movies, is to try and take a new take on a political
I see where
topic.
you're coming from, Matt, but at the same time, these films and these directors, they're coming from a whole new perspective, a perspective that has been covered up for years. So they're bringing to the screen a new persona, all right? So for people like Matt, right, that thinks, you know, the cultural importance in a movie does not matter, I say to you, go in your history book and look up some history.
Fun fact, guys, Martinez did not see Get Out. He also didn't see A Wrinkle in Time. But anyway, so you can't really comment. You can't really comment on cultural importance.
You can't come for the king on his seat. You just can't.
What king? I don't see a king. I see jesters. But anyhow, no.
I gotta spit out my gum on that one. Oh,
Alexis, would you like to talk
I thought he called you Alexa.
Back to the AI topic, yes.
Yeah. Would you like to talk about cultural importance? Because I mean, you kind of briefly touched on it.
Yeah, I do think that they carry some kind of a cultural importance. I do think it kind of gets carried away at times with how exactly important it is, because over time we have progressively moved more towards this. So technically, it's not really that big of a step compared to the last one that we've made. So like these ones in Pacific.
Right, we're talking about my speech problem. Hey!
In specific, I don't really think that these ones particularly carry a heavy load of importance, but I definitely think that the movement of these type of films as a whole carries the importance. So I think that that's like a...
And I think the more attention we show to that, the more it is respected. I think because the more you show that you care about a subject, the more it's not pushed away, you know?
Which I do think it's very important to make films like that, just because.
And, you may not agree because.
No, I know. On a serious note,
like
though.
you said no, so I don't know.
Let the man speak.
On a serious note, though, do you guys think it is more important to bring up like the directors, like as in like the actual directors, and get more of this vocal group making movies, or do you think it is the actual movie? Because how I interpreted this question and why I said 0 is I looked at the actual movie as a whole, which Wrinkle in Time has nothing to do with anything. Black Panther really doesn't have anything to do with it. A couple weeks ago, Get Out, I understand. But I think if you focus more on the actual directors and what they're doing, and you try to incorporate more directors into this actual piece, then I will agree, and that has cultural significance.
Like as in like making it more of like a community effort.
Right, instead of rich old white guys, let's get like more people in. Let's get more women. Let's get more African American. Let's get more Latino. Let's do all of that instead
creating
of just,
more of a diverse
right, and I think
culture.
that's what needs to be focused on, not like, oh, Black Panther, Winkle in Time, Get Out. I think that these things are more important than those. And I think that's how I kind of looked at this question.
All right, I think that's good.
I think, Matt, you have proved your point.
I think we can move.
Move on.
Anyway, you know what millennials love to do? They love to argue. And life as a millennial, a subject that everyone loves to discuss in the 21st century is, what is a millennial? Why do all millennials have an entitled attitude? And why aren't millennials buying houses? I don't know. So that's Generation X who ruined the housing market. So guys, what do you believe life will be like for us dumb millennials post-college? And how can we change
Speak for
it?
yourself.
You're right, we're Gen X.
Yeah.
We're Gen Z, not Gen X. They ruined the housing market. Damn baby boomers.
Well, you know,
out though.
I do believe that life for the newer generations that are coming up will be much easier than the generations of the baby boomers. Just for the simple fact, we have a lot of advantages more than them. You know, but however, a lot of them are not in much debt they're not in as much debt as we are now. You know, some of us is 20, some of us is 30, and we have $60,000. We have $20,000. We have all this debt, and this is from college. And most of the baby boomers, you know, they didn't go to college.
You know, something that I'd like to say there too is, this is kind of something I've actually been thinking about for a while when it comes to the very huge generational gap that we're facing right now. A lot of the social reform issues that are happening are coming from the millennials and the people from this day and age. And we're having a lot of pushback from the baby boomers. So I think the real question here is, what is life gonna not be like post-college, but what is life for the millennials gonna be like when there's no longer any baby boomers around? Because every single wall that we seem to run into seems to be a cultural age like problem between the baby boomers and the millennials, because we're the like two biggest generations that there is, and we're the two biggest outspoken ones. So I think that there will be a lot of like a raise in, like, I don't want to sound like the complete hippie that I am, but like a raise in like universal consciousness eventually, because like everybody will kind of be on the same plane.
No.
So I think
no, absolutely
really?
not. Absolutely not.
No? What?
Me and Matt are millennials, and we're not on the same page. So absolutely not.
But I mean, like, in terms of like, because I both think that you believe that, you know, that there's certain rights that humans have that maybe like people from a past generation don't exactly agree with, and like the way that you think about life.
Well, that's a good point. Just for the simple fact that I'm part in my generation, then I'm part in another generation. Just for the simple fact, not physically, but mentally.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. So you have like an older like mindset type of a thing. Is that what you're saying?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Matt might not think so because he's in
There's
his
so much shade happening
imagination.
anyway.
I know. His whole
What about
his
you? You
shade,
haven't shared your
like,
opinion on this.
I'm
shade. Terrible. But anyway, I digress.
I don't know. I really don't know. I think that I'm pretty neutral on this because I think both sides have a very, they both have their rights and they both are very stuck in their own ways.
Yeah.
And there's just, things get easier as time goes on.
True.
People start to go, it's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like baby boomers are on their way out,
Yeah,
literally.
Literally.
So they're just kind of being the angry old man shaking his fist before he kicks it, and then eventually we'll be like, wow, remember when we actually had to send text messages and I couldn't just like blink and be somewhere? Like it's just gonna keep.
We'll be the
easier.
next baby boomers.
Exactly.
And we'll ruin it for everybody else.
This is just natural.
Yeah.
People just get angry, and it is what it is.
So I have a quick question for you. What was the generation before the baby boomers called?
This is the forgotten generation. That's the
Is
World
it?
War I.
Yeah.
Because everybody
Forgotten generation?
Yeah.
So,
literally, we didn't know what it was called. It was the forgotten generation. But yeah, that's what they're called.
But yeah.
That's shade to their generation.
Yeah.
Because it's baby boomers, and then you have latchkey kids, and then you have millennials, and then you have Gen Z.
All right, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee Lounge. Located on the first floor of the Wells Complex, Jitters is a student-ran, volunteer-based coffee lounge, open nightly from 8 p.m. to midnight. Jitters Coffee Lounge is home to classic hot and frozen drinks, with our favorite, the Oreogasm. Jitters offers live music, karaoke, and comedy events featuring both local and guest talents. For more information, visit our website at uwwjitters.org. Jitters Coffee Lounge. We'll keep you up all night.
On campus. And come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
What does it mean to be a Warhawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a Warhawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind and never quit.
Because
that's the Warhawk way.
Here at UWW, we put a lot of emphasis on shaping your involvement. Involvement helps you get to know more people with similar values and goals as yourself. The Student Involvement Office can help you get involved with organizations on campus, or we can help you start a brand new one. So what are you waiting for? It's time to shape your involvement at UWW. If you'd like to learn more, stop by UC 127 or contact us at involvement@uww.edu or call 262-472-6217.
The UC can get you connected to all your basic needs. Grab a coffee and a meal. Study by the fireplace. Bowl, play, and relax when you want to break from homework. The UC has much more to offer to Whitewater students. Go to the UC's website to see what's going on this week.
It's your favorite time of the episode. It's trivia time. So we're going to start with the Finish the Movie quote. Are you ready?
I'm not. Okay.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Alrighty. First quote. Why so blank The Dark Knight? A, serious, B, hilarious, C, old, and D, weird.
Why so serious?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. You both
I
got
know
it.
that's correct.
You both got it. We started that out easier for you there. All right. Assistance question. All right. Second question. Another Finish the Movie quote. The first rule of blank is that you don't talk about blank. Fight Club. A, Life or Death. B, Fight Club, Fight Club. C, Heaven and Hell. Or D, Ice, Fire.
It's Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
It's Fight Club.